Who says you have to wait until you get into the studio to write songs? Do it on the go, on your phone. Here are 5 of the top apps for songwriters on Android. This isn't a sponsored video, just a comprehensive review of a few apps I feel will help some songwriters out there, so let's get started. Complete Ear Tuner. As a songwriter, you've probably heard of the term perfect pitch. When someone has perfect pitch, it means they are able to recognize notes by ear. And it's a great skill to have as a songwriter. And you guys can teach yourselves to do this through apps that are out there. The Complete Ear Tuner app for Android, which is free, by the way, is a great place to start to familiarize and train your ears to recognize intervals, chords, and scales by ear. The app has a variety of modes. I'll quickly show you easy mode just so we can get started. Each mode will take you through a series of chapters which are made up of drills, exercises to help you train your ear. What's great about the Complete Ear Tuner app, and what not a lot of other apps offer, is the theory section in each chapter. This acts as a syllabus of information you need to know to complete the chapter successfully. For example, in Chapter 1, the Theory tab shows that you need to know information about intervals, major thirds, minor thirds, and your octaves. If you're not too confident on your music theory at this point, just read through the Theory tab and try out a drill anyway. It may teach you a thing or two along the way. When you're ready, jump into the first drill. Click on the first chapter and keep testing yourself regularly in each section. You'll receive a score and star rating at the end of each drill, which you can try and beat the next time. You'll earn achievements as you train yourself, and there's even a leaderboard to climb up as well. It's surprising how apps like this can actually help you a great deal, especially if you're a beginner looking to improve your pitch recognition. And again, it is a great skill to have as a songwriter. You'll probably find that when you get started on this app, it can get quite addictive, so try it out. Songwriters Pad. Songwriters Pad is back. We briefly spoke about this app in my last Top Apps for Songwriters video, and guess what? This is available on Android as well. Songwriters Pad is an ideal app for storing and organizing your lyrics. It allows you to structure your lyrics into sections. For example, intro, verse, chorus, etc. And it also allows you to record an audio bite of your song with a basic recorder. Personally, I think the layout looks a lot better on Android for this app. The Ideas tab is quite unique to Songwriters Pad, as it presents various prompts you can use as inspiration if you're not feeling motivated. This tab will provide you with recommended words, phrases, and even rhymes to get your creative mojo started. While this tab is a great angle that the app offers, I wouldn't encourage that you overuse it. Don't rely on it too much. Ultimately, you want your own raw idea for the song to come across, and it needs to have your voice. Your unique voice might not have as much presence if you're writing from prompts. This is a great feature of the app though. It also comes with an in-app dictionary and thesaurus too, which you might find handy if you can't find the word you're looking for. It really is an all-in-one handy writing tool. The alternative to this app would probably be to write your lyrics in notes on your phone or just on a piece of paper, but this app actually encourages you to better organize your song projects and gives you a jolt of inspiration along the way with the Ideas tab. It's well worth a look for any songwriters that are always writing on the go. The J4T Multi-Track Recorder. The J4T is a nice and simple multi-track recorder for Android. Similar to 4-track for iPhone, the J4T allows you to record 4 separate tracks for any ideas you have on the fly. You also have the option to apply basic effects to each track if desired and export your sound as an MP3, which can be useful, especially if you want to export your ideas into a folder elsewhere so they're all in one place and you can work on them later. For a songwriter on the go, it's great to record any spur of the moment ideas as soon as they hit you. If you're currently using a basic voice recorder app on your phone, but really want that multi-track option, this is an ideal app to record in, especially if you want to lay over some beatboxing or melodies on a separate track on the recording you've already done. You're also able to change the BPM to your choosing, pan each track left, right or center, and edit a track once you've recorded. Remember to use headphones if you're recording to click track and recording over other tracks, otherwise your phone's mic will pick up the tracks you've already recorded. Oh, and it also has a handy little tab for any lyrics or notes you want to make. This is ideal, especially if you want to keep all your ideas in one app, but even if you choose to store them here, it is always a good idea to back up your files and lyrics elsewhere. Always back up, just in case. You can never be too careful. Overall, the J4T is fairly nice and easy to use in terms of layout, and it's everything you really need for a basic multi-track recorder. If it's something that you've never used before, then try it out. You might find that it's an ideal tool for logging your ideas. SOUNDCAMP. Samsung's SOUNDCAMP is Android's answer to GarageBand on iOS, a recording studio for your pocket. You can choose to compose and perform with preloaded instruments, or make the most of this app's flexibility, as it allows access to third-party music apps, such as Amplitude for plugging in your guitar, and Unique, which is a third-party synthesizer app. There's plenty more apps that are compatible with SOUNDCAMP, and new apps are being added all the time. You can record, edit and mix up to 8 tracks on the go with ease, and store all of your sessions in one place. Preloaded instruments on the app include drums, piano, guitar, looper, and a sampler. Just like GarageBand, SOUNDCAMP comes with a piano roll editor so you can edit MIDI with precision. Overall, the design of the app itself is really finished. It feels smooth and nice to use, especially within Looper, in which you can create your own loops using the app's built-in library, or import your own loops to edit. SOUNDCAMP is the perfect tool to use to build on your song ideas if you're away from the studio, or if you simply don't have access to one. And there's a bunch of tutorials out there for first-time users. I'll leave some links down below in the description. Even if you are a beginner, just jump in. It's a very easy app to get your head around. By far, in my opinion, SOUNDCAMP is the best and most versatile app for songwriters out there on Android. CAUSTIC 3. If you're a synthesis enthusiast, CAUSTIC 3 will be right up your street. It's very similar to Nano Studio, an app we've covered in a previous video. In CAUSTIC 3, you create your own rack of mounted synthesizers to patch and play around with however you choose. There's a lot of choice too. You've got an 8-band harmonic vocoder, super saw type polysynth, an 8-channel drum machine, and much more. The app also hosts a range of effects to include in your rack, including a bit crusher, compressor, delay, reverb, and much more. CAUSTIC 3 has a demo and a full version. In the demo version, you're unable to export or import files, but you can do this in the full version. The full version is called CAUSTIC Unlock Key in the App Store at £3.99, so download the demo first, which is just called CAUSTIC 3 in the store, find your way around the app, and if it's for you, perhaps think about the full version. If you're new to synthesis and this app looks a little overwhelming for you, don't worry. There's a bunch of helpful tutorials on YouTube to help you with the app if you're unsure. I'll leave another link in the description for you guys to check out below. So we've covered a lot of bases here. We found some apps that can train your ear, store your lyrics, and record multi-track sessions. I have to be honest and say that it's very difficult to find worthwhile apps on Android and iOS that will be useful for songwriters. There's a lot of music-focused apps out there that will try and lock you into a monthly payment after a free trial, and it's just not necessary. You won't find me recommending any of those apps here because, let's face it, ultimately the aim here is for you to songwrite on the go effectively, not to flush away your life savings on something that isn't needed. You can find even more songwriting app recommendations right here. These are mostly for iPhone, but there are some in there that are also compatible with Android. If you have any app recommendations for songwriters out there on Android, then leave some in the comments below for the community to check out. Thanks for watching, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week for another songwriting video.